want to hear something crazy, something slightly funny, something actually kind of ridiculous. I actually thought for one moment, looking at this first quarter, that the Dallas Wings might have this game in the bag. I thought that maybe, just perhaps, my little inkling of hope inside of me, that maybe the Dallas Wings would be able to defeat the Atlanta Dream at their home court in today's game. But of course, that was not the reality, okay? Because the game concluded. The Atlanta Dream got to 100 points. The Dallas Wings got to 78 points. A blowout. That was a blowout. What is that? 22 points. They lost by 22 points after leading the first quarter. After Paige Beckers was doing all she could. Maddie Segrist, shout out to her. I just know she's the leading scorer of today's game for the Dallas Wings. Ryan Howard had everybody beat. Okay, Tahina Pow, Ryan Howard putting up back-to-back threes. Specifically, I say in the second and third quarter, they was like aggressively hacking and attacking in the paint and beyond the three-point arc line. But the first quarter and the third quarter of today's game, I thought the Dallas Wings would have it, but it's like, again, just like the Connecticut Sun, just like my Chicago Sky, it's over with. The season, the regular season, yes, we are still technically in the regular season of the WNBA current season, but for those teams specifically, even I'll put in maybe the LA Sparks. Again, the LA Sparks are about to take on the Fever today. Later on, I'm going to watch that game and call it as well. Along with the Washington Mystics, right? Those are like the 5 teams that at this point they're kind of locked out of the playoffs, okay, being playoff contending teams. But I'm like, you know what? Again, we're going to enjoy the decline, but it's like, how bad will we decline? Will we decline so bad to the point like we won't even get it together? Will these coaches at least try to attempt to do something different, attempt to actually make some sense out of this roster that they got, that they were handed to, that they chose to put together? I guess not, okay? Something has got to change in Dallas. At this point, Kurt Miller, he's up there with Jeff Pagliacca in my eyes. The current GM for the Chicago being Jeff Pagliacca. The current GM for Dallas Wings is Kurt Miller. He put together this team. And not only did he put together this team, he chose Chris Koklanis to coach them. And he's not doing very well. Again, I don't like seeing people get fired. I know all this, like, that's like the common theme in the WNBA. Like, really, like, all sports teams, be the collegiate level, middle school, high school, basketball, football, it don't matter. The first thing is like, we got to fire the coach. But it's like when we see a repeated pattern and like he's not doing anything as a coach, like a coach should, like lead this team to victory. And then on top of that, you got a GM such as Kurt Miller who put together like this terrible team. It's like, what else are we supposed to do besides call for his head, call for his job? Let's get into it. So in the first quarter, again, the Dallas Wings was in front. They were leading. They put up 21 points now, just by 2 points, but still, again, I was a little bit delusional. I'm like, that's a little bit of hope. The Dallas Wings led by 2 points. The Atlanta Dream had 19 points. The second quarter comes around. The Wings scored 19 points. The Atlanta Dream scored 30. The third quarter comes around. This is when the Wings came back a little bit. They put up 27 points, whereas the Atlanta Dream put up 22 points. But in the fourth and final quarter, tisk. Dallas Wings was only able to put up 11 points, whereas the Dream put up 29 points. Guys, my mom just went to Bath and Body Works, got a whole bunch of pumpkin scented like plug-ins, candles, hand sanitizers. I got right now lit the pumpkin bonfire. It smells so good up in here. But anyways, so let's just talk a little bit of the overall team statistics for both teams. So when it comes to points made in the paint, the Dallas Wings put up 46. The Dream had 44. For fast break points, okay, the Dallas Wings, they was moving and grooving. They had 11, whereas the Dream had 6. For the biggest lead, the Dallas Wings had a 5-point lead. Okay, yes, it's kind of small, it's kind of measly, but it counts for something. Whereas the freaking Atlanta Dream had 22 points, had a 22-point lead over the Dallas Wings. Okay, when it comes to bench points, okay, when it comes to players on the bench coming off that bench and making points, the Dallas Wings put up 13, whereas the Dream put up 23. When it comes to team rebounds, the Dallas Wings had 10, the Atlanta Dream had 9, and team turnovers, the Dallas Wings had 12, and the ATL Atlanta Dream had 10. When it comes to points made off of those turnovers, the Dallas Wings put up 7, and the Atlanta Dream put up 14. Let's talk about the individual player statistics. Let's start with the Atlanta Dream. Naz Hillman, she's doing better. She's a starter now, but she only put up 4 points. She had 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Ryan Howard, again, she was a leading scorer in today's game for both teams. She had 24 points. She can't be stopped, okay, when she's healthy. Even when she's like a little bit in pain, she's like a tiger, okay? She's just hard to put down. She had 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Brianna Jones, shout out to Brianna Jones. You know what? Brianna Jones is just so adorable. We don't talk about her enough. Somebody on Twitter the other night, when I was in the gym, I saw they said Brianna Jones, she got them deep dimples after the Las Vegas Aces destroyed, humiliated, obliterated. They completely destroyed the Atlanta Dream the other night, okay? And Ryan Howard talked about in that post-game interview. She was like, it's so frustrating. It's hard to win as a team when you got the people at your freaking arena shouting and Asia MVP and actually cheering on your competition, which was the Las Vegas Aces. And in that interview, you see Brianna Jones. She got them deep dimples. She literally looks like she's trying so hard not to like smile and break out laughing. Like Brianna Jones, shout out to her. I love her game. Again, she's 6'3" from Baltimore. Okay, it's giving Angel Reese. Again, Brianna Jones is a player we don't talk a lot about. Okay, again, when she was up there under Stephanie White for Connecticut Sun, she was doing her thing. But I have noticed she has made a huge improvement. I think that she should be in the conversation of MIP, Most Improved Player. She's been hitting them 3-pointers, okay, under Cross Mesco for the Atlanta Dream. But again, I just like them deep dimples, okay. I'm sure them deep dimples got her into a lot of trouble as a kid. I know her mom and her parents, the teachers was like, yelling at her, and she just showed them little deep dimples and like a little bit, even though she might be like, not even trying to be smart and cute. But them dimples just give it away. It's like, girl, you want to laugh. Alicia Gray had 19 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Tahina Powell had 14 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. Nia Coffey had 6 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Brittany Griner had 11 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. And Maya Caldwell had 6 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. For the Dallas Wings, Diamond Miller, again, shout out to her. She's now in the starting 5 lineup. We still got to give it some time. Again, she used to play for the Minnesota Lynx. She got traded there in exchange for Dejanay Carrington. Tonight's game, she had 6 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Maddie Siegrist had 23 points. She went off, okay? Ryan Howard had Maddie Siegrist beat by just 1 point. She had 23 points, 0 assists, 5 rebounds. Maisha Hines-Allen had 11 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. Paige Beckers had 16 points, 10 assists, 1 rebound. Okay, a double-double. Grace Berger had 9 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Amy Okonkwo had 11 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. And Kristen Williams, I don't know who that is. So she had 2 points, 1 assist, and 0 rebounds. Again, it is what it is. At this point, the Atlanta Dream and the Las Vegas Aces are in competition on who's going to be number 2. Okay, they are in fierce competition on who's going to be immediately after number 1 being the Minnesota Lynx. Okay, it just keeps going up and down, up and down. But again, just the other night, just yesterday, I believe. Was it the other night or yesterday? I can't remember. Just the other day, I'll just say, the Las Vegas Aces showed up in Atlanta and defeated them. They was feeling some type of way. It was like, we can't get beat at our home court on our turf back to back. We got to put that belt behind to the Dallas Wings. That's exactly what they did in today's game. And again, I still have a little bit of love for the Dallas Wings in my heart because of Paige. Again, shout out to Paige Beckers, our year's Rookie of the Year. Our player Rookie of the Year. In my opinion, should be Rookie of the Year. But again, that's just like what I say with my Chicago Sky. Just enjoy the decline, guys. It's all entertainment. Ain't no hard feelings. Protect y'all mental health. I can't keep yelling at my screen about how Chris Koplanis is just dropping the ball. He has amazing, talented players such as Paige Beckers, the Paige Beckers. And you know what? He just is fumbling the bag. I ain't gonna get mad about it. I ain't gonna get sad about it. I ain't gonna be glad about it. It just is what it is. And again, we shall just enjoy this decline.